every day my son is like, Mom, you should do a video. You should do a video. You should do a video. And I'm like, yeah, I should do a video, right? I should really post on YouTube today, right? Wrong. You know how much effort it actually takes to put a video up? Do you know how much it takes to actually edit the video? Do you know how much time it takes to sit in front of the camera and just get it right? So I just haven't had time to do a video. And I thank you for still sticking around on my channel and listening to what in the heck I have to say. Since I last saw you on camera, so much has happened. My last video, I was still in the States and I was just talking about just everything from yellow fever shots to how to stay organized. Well, I have good news and I don't want to say bad news, but so the good news is, you ready? I'm in Kampala. I arrived in Kampala a couple of days ago and I'm so excited to be back. I didn't realize how much I actually missed Kampala until I left. And I mean, unless it was for my family, I probably wouldn't have gone back anytime soon, but I really miss family. But I am glad to be back in Kampala. I'm glad to experience the ease of life. I'm glad to be in my own place. I'm glad that my son is with me now. I am so glad for the food, the cost of living, the weather, and everything else in between. So much has happened since being back in Kampala. I've moved apartments. The old apartment that I was in was a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was in a building. I live around teachers and there were no children in the building, and I was very adamant about my son having children to play with since he's the only child. So I get to Kampala and find out that my apartment that I'm supposed to be moving into, which is also teacher housing, isn't ready. So I didn't freak out or anything like that. Stayed in my old apartment. Thank God I hadn't completely unpacked or packed everything. So it was still livable. Stayed there for the night and was able to kind of get myself in there the next day. There was just a mix-up that they had with another teacher. Okay, fine. So I get in the apartment, and now I know about this club, but I really didn't realize how bad it was until the other night. So I live in a residential area, and there is a nightclub, an outdoor nightclub, and they play music all night.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
So I'm dealing with club music till 6:30 in the morning. Mind you, my son still has to get up. My son is there, I'm there, and on top of all of it, I'm jet lagged. So
here I go, trying to sleep through the night, can't because the music is so loud. Finally, when the music cuts off at 6:30, I go to sleep, but my son is up because he's on jet lag, schedules are off, and everything is just a mess.
I can't deal with loud club music all night, every night, and I gotta get up, get my butt up in the morning and go to work. Just can't do it. Now, I'm not hating on the club folks because I used to club myself. Not hating at all. But I really think that they should have thought about that when they put that club in a residential area. Moving on. So, now that I am back, haven't started work yet. That's the bad news. Yeah. Start work tomorrow. Yeah, and I don't know. If you're a teacher, just think about the first weeks back to school and how much you have to get your brain back in focus. Thankfully, tomorrow is just teachers. We're having actually week-long conferences, so I don't have to worry about the children, but I still have to plan my classroom, open up those lesson planning books, get my head right. And right now, my head is not in the game. Christian really seems to be adjusting. It's really a lot for him to see. He's been exposed to so many things, and I'm just so thankful. I'm going to do another video with him in it, and I want him to share with you his perspectives on what he's seen and how he feels about living in Uganda. I am all good. I am back in Kampala, and things are moving very, very, very well. I start back work tomorrow, and I have been documenting majority of my journey on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Miss Black Expat, because I post there daily. If I don't get a chance to do YouTube, you will see my post on Instagram. In addition to all of that, I have been blogging regularly. Woo! Yes, that has been one of my main challenges in my whole journey, is being consistent with my blogging. So I've started back blogging on MissBlackExpat.com, so check me out and follow me if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, supporting, and following me. I look forward to your comments, your likes, and your subscribes, and I will talk to you on the next video, lovelies.